Hello and welcome to another video. So for starters, this video isn't going to be much of like a doll review or very honed in specific video like most of my videos are. I'm actually just filming this as kind of like a catch up and also as a video to just still be able to make a video every single week. That's kind of my goal. But I still have camera difficulties. If you watched my last couple of videos for the face series, I was having camera difficulties with those videos, and I still haven't gotten the better camera yet, or like the camera situation fixed. So I don't want to start up that series again until I get the camera fixed. I mean, if I can't, then I'll just continue as is. It'll just be a glitchy camera until I get it fixed. But anyways, so that's temporarily on pause. And I actually just got back from my trip, so I thought it'd be fun to just do a little catch up and talk a bit. So this is gonna be more of like a talking video, no like huge points to go over. I actually did have a couple of things I wanted to talk about, but from integrity. But if you're not a member, or if you are a member, you'll also understand their last couple emails have all said that to not essentially share the information. So there's not much I can say here on YouTube, but just read through the emails. It's in there. But I can talk about my trip. So first off, thank you to everyone who wished me well on my trip to Egypt and Spain. I absolutely loved it. I had such a good time. I think I've talked about it on the channel here before. I can't really remember, but me as an individual, aside from dolls, my other two passions in life are gaming, specifically like fantasy games. I love that, like elves and dragons, all that stuff. But then also I have such an obsession with ancient civilizations and cultures and stuff like that. If there had been more of a drive from me, I came really close to studying archaeology in school. I didn't end up studying archaeology, but I came very close. I did take a couple archaeology courses just because I wanted to learn more about it, and some anthropology courses. But anyway, I love ancient civilizations and stuff like that. When I'm at work, I literally have like documentaries and stuff like that playing on the background. Like that is what I'm always watching, the other content I'm consuming other than like doll content. I love it so much. So going to Egypt and being able to see the pyramids and the Valley of the Kings and everything like that has been a bucket list item for as long as I can remember. And I actually got to go, and it was just incredible. It was amazing. I had such a good time. I went with my husband Danny, and then a friend of Danny's from back when he was in school in Venezuela, but had an incredible time. We rode hot air balloons. We went to the Valley of the Kings. We went to the Grand Egyptian Museum. We, of course, saw the Sphinx and the Pyramid of Giza. It was just incredible. Actually, what was really cool is we got to stay, when we stayed in Cairo, we stayed in a hotel where they served breakfast on the rooftop. And the rooftop literally looked right at the Sphinx and the pyramids, which was just insane. I'll definitely throw in some photos and videos of that I have. Also, if you do follow me on Instagram, which is his.dolls on Instagram, you would have seen that I not only took Agnes, this Agnes right here, with me to Egypt, but I actually did get some photos of her at the pyramid and the Sphinx. I'll put up those photos. Now that was such a crazy experience. I almost chickened out of doing it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And then Danny was like, you have to. We are here at the pyramids. You have the doll. We've got to do it. Like, he was just like, do it. So we ended up doing it. He ended up helping me actually, and we got the photos, and they are just incredible. I'm really proud of them. I thought it was really cool. Then I did end up losing one thing. Like, if you've seen in the past, I've had a crown on my Agnes. This broke while traveling. It's gonna be an easy fix, but this is a crown, again, Danny got me. Talking about him a lot here. and it fits back together to where like literally the seam disappears, if I can get it to do it. Okay, I can't fully get it to do it on camera, but I just need to glue it back and you won't even be able to tell that it was broken. But yeah, and if it does leave a seam, it's fine. But I did lose her crown. And also with this, I don't think you guys should expect any more on-site Integrity Toys photos from me probably ever again. Maybe it'll happen, but I think this was like a once-in-a-lifetime situation, because traveling with an Integrity Toys doll is so, like, because they have so many pieces and they have like all of, and they're expensive. They're expensive and they have so many pieces. That's what it comes down to. So I was so stressed just getting around with Agnes. And after I got the photo, she's just sitting like smushed in my luggage, and because I had a lot of clothes and stuff like that. So I was just stressed. So I don't think I'll ever do it again, but I did have an incredible time. Then I also had an amazing time in Madrid. That's the only place I went to in Spain. We just stayed in Madrid, and beautiful. It's one of those places that I hadn't given much thought to. It was like, yeah, I'll go to Spain, why not? But I was really going on the trip to go to Egypt, and I ended up loving Spain just as much. It was incredible. So yeah, that was absolutely amazing. Agnes is back home safe. It all worked out. So yeah, that was great. Next is I wanted to talk a little bit about the newest craze that I have been noticing coming up in the world, especially in the doll collecting world, but it's spread even past the doll community, and that is Labubus. I have seen those like funky little critters everywhere, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I think he's really cute. Well, I think it's a she. The first time I like really noticed it, I was slightly aware of it, and then I saw Toy Chat's video of it, and then learned more about it and how like it got super popular from Lisa from Blackpink, and now it's just exploded and everyone wants one. Everyone wants outfits for them and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, if they were easy to get a hold of, I would probably get one, but that's probably it. But also I love collecting, and Labubu really speaks to the part of me that the reason I started doll collecting was Rainbow High. And what I loved about Rainbow High is everyone was its own color. It had its own, like, each character had their own personality, their own color that represent them, their own style. And Labubus each have their own color too. And that really speaks to me for some reason. Like, even looking at the dolls behind me, like the ones I have on the shelf, I love it when a doll is like one color. I really love a monochromatic like situation. So I feel like I could be in danger. I don't own any Labubus yet, but I could definitely see it coming in. And I'm just interested how many of you out there, like, I've seen people who are completely over it, think it's the dumbest thing ever. I see people who are completely obsessed with it. It's really interesting, and I think it's like, I don't know, watching people like do the outfits and stuff and the crossover, I think it's kind of cute, and it gives like almost like a leeway into doll collecting for people who aren't doll collectors. Like my sister, I talked about her on my channel way back when, but I have a little sister. She's 5 years younger than me, and we started collecting Rainbow High. Well, I started collecting Rainbow High, and she was collecting Rainbow High with me. But she got to the point where she was like, I'm done. Like, I don't need any more like Rainbow High dolls right after series 3. So she was just like, I'm happy with my collection. I'm done. Could not relate to that. I kept going. And so she actually hasn't collected anything since then. She's gotten like 1 or 2 Bratz dolls, but that's it. But I showed her the Labubus, and she is just like, oh my God, I need one. So it's just interesting watching like the Labubus spread out. And I think I could see myself ending up with one day, but it's not something I'm like actively searching for. But with that being said, when I was in Spain, my last day in Spain, I came back, and my husband, he stayed, and he then went to Paris with his mom as like a Mother's Day trip. And then he's now in Serbia. But it was my last day, and I was like, I need to buy something. Like, I need to buy something. I know we got a couple of like trinkets and stuff from Egypt, but I was like, I just want something. And I just went to the Miniso, which is, you know, it's a store that also, similar to Pop Mart, it sells a lot of like, what's the word? Mystery box, like art figures and plushes and stuff like that. And I saw these plushes that honestly, they probably are very inspired by Labubu, honestly. They seem to be like newer. I've looked them up. I didn't see much about them. And I saw them. I thought they were so cute. And it was just these series of like little fuzzy kids in like little fuzzy outfits, kind of. They look like bears. And they were in a town and each one had their own job. And so many of them were so cute. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm getting. This is 100% what I'm getting. I know it's like just going after Labubu craze, but they had outfits and everything already with them. I said, I'm gonna go with this. And I liked all of them except for one. But Danny actually filmed me unboxing it, so I'll share that video now. Okay, I'm opening one of these because they're super cute. I really want Thief or Shopkeeper. If it's Traveler, Danny said he's taking it, so if it's that, we have to buy another. So let's see.
Ta-da-da-dum.
Let's see. Danny Zavala. It's the Thief.
¿Y the one that you wanted?
It's the one I wanted, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, like you just saw, I opened it and I got the little Thief character. Honestly, I love him. The moment I took him, I ended up like attaching him to my bag. And I went home and I was like, well, the place we were staying with Danny's friend. I was like, Danny, this is literally my son. Because first off, I've talked about it before, like a pastel blue and white are my favorite colors by far. And he has all this pastel blue fur, and then he's got the brown hair and like the grayish blue eyes. And I was like, this guy is literally my son. Like, look at him. I'm trying to make the grumpy face he's making. But yeah, so I actually got the exact character I wanted, which was great. I have not even the slightest desire to go and collect the rest of the series or anything like that. But also he has a little bandana. I took it off because I just like seeing his little fuzzy head. But he's really cute. I really like him. Like, he's got like a little bandage on his ear and like a little bite is taken out of his ear. So it's like shaped where the bite has been taken out. So that's his little bandage. Again, cute little face. He came with a pair of handcuffs I just have sitting inside because I didn't want to lose them. A striped shirt, a like little paracord. I have it hooked onto this because when he's wearing the bandana, he can't do it, but he does have a little hook right there. I probably should move it now. But I had him wearing the bandana while I was traveling, so I couldn't get to this little string, so it was hooked onto here. But I think he's so cute and definitely Labubu inspired. I can take this off so you can see like the full like fuzzy body. Man, the white balance is going crazy looking at him. But he has the little feet that you can move and hands. And down here we have, he's a Monbu. But it was like Monbu Town series. Actually, here we go. This is what he looks like fully put together. But it's like the Monbu Forest Town. And he's the thief. So yeah, I got him. He's so cute. You can look up the whole series. It's actually really cute. I should have like got a little photo of the display. There was a traveler. He was like wearing like, you know, like airplane, like the little hat and a scarf. And Danny said if I got that one, it was his and I'd have to buy another one. But there's quite a few cute ones, but this is definitely my favorite one that I wanted the most. Shopkeeper I would have been happy with too, the yellow one, but so cute. So I have not yet joined the Labubu craze, but I have purchased this. This is my new little backpack guy. Me and Danny do a lot of traveling, so I'll now have him chilling on my backpack when I travel. Stick him right there for now. But yeah, so that ended up being like a whole thing in Spain. But when I got back, speaking of new obsessions, and this is actually doll related, but when I came back, me and Danny have so many shows we watch together, but right now I can't watch any of them. He's like international. Again, he's in Serbia. and we like to watch our shows together. So I'm saving all the episodes of Survivor, Drag Race. We have like 7 shows we watch. And so I'm like, I can't watch any of them. So I needed to find a new show to watch. And I remembered from the back of my mind, all the way back when I traveled through Asia, I remember seeing a lot of this series called Precure when I was in Tokyo. And it looked very magical girl, Sailor Moon. I love the magical girl like aesthetic and stuff like that. And I was like, one day I'm gonna check it out. And then I've seen someone here on YouTube talk about Precure before, ex-Canadensis. And she's like got dolls for him and everything. But I'd never really checked him out. But my sister's boyfriend had a Crunchyroll account. He's like, hey, you want a profile? And I was like, you know what? It's time to call in that favor. So I started watching Precure, the current season. It's like You and Idol. And I have become obsessed. Within a couple of days, I have almost completely caught up with where the series is at, which is crazy. And now I'm like sitting here every single day, or I usually watch an episode like when I eat dinner, and then at night when I have like a hot tea in bed, I'll play another episode. And at the end of every episode, I'm like, so do I get the dolls? Because I've really transitioned out of like Playline, Rainbow High. I still have my collection, but I don't plan to add to it. I've really just put all focus into Integrity Toys. I have a couple Barbies laying around here and there. I actually need to do a Barbie unboxing very soon so I can like get those dolls out. But I've really put all my focus into Integrity Toys, and happily so. But the Precure show is really cute, and I love the aesthetics in the show. And it's like just kind of feel good. It's got like a heartwarming message to it and everything, but also it's just something I can put on and enjoy the visuals of. And the dolls are actually cute and do a pretty good job of representing the characters. The quality is nowhere near Integrity Toys level, like not even a little bit. It's like printed details and stuff like that. But now I'm like, do I start collecting the Precure dolls? I mean, at least for the seasons I've watched, like I want to get the 3 from You and Idol already. Me and my sister have talked about it, and my sister keeps telling me what I should do is get a custom doll made of them, because she said the quality doesn't look as good and it'll look bad next to my other dolls. So she was pushing me. She's like, why don't you get a doll and then get someone to make the outfit and then create the Precure dolls? And I think the new Odile could make a really good version of the Barbie Odile that comes with like the fashion pack, the like 3 different fashions. She could be a good representation of the main character from Precure, You and Idol, the Cure Idol. I was like, I could see where you put them together, like her face is kind of animated and everything. So yeah, I'm on the verge of starting a new collection there. I really shouldn't. Like, I literally have to rotate my Integrity Toys collection because I don't have space for dolls on display. But I do really like this show, and I know once me and Danny move to our next place, we plan on having somewhere with more space. Similar to my last space, where we had the extra room just for like that I typically recorded in. I'd have that again, so I'd have definitely would have space for Precure. So I'm not sure, but is there anybody else who watches that's a fan of the show or the dolls or anything like that? I'm very curious. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it's definitely something that's up in the air. And then this is my iPad with my notes I'm referring to. And then the last thing, speaking of my collection redo, I am really happy that I rotated my collection, but ever since getting back, I've already started thinking about different rotations and fashions. So I think I'm gonna keep doing the collection rotations, I guess, or refresh is what I called it, I believe. So expect more of those. People seem to like it, and I enjoy those types of videos, just going through collections. So I've already started thinking of like some outfit changes or bringing in some different dolls. So I'll definitely have more of that in the future as well. And I think that's about it. I think that's honestly all I have left to say. if you hung around, I hope you enjoyed me just kind of rambling, catching up. As I said, I just got back from my trip. I'm not fully back in the swing of things yet. I also got sick. Like, I went and saw my sister and she was sick and she got me sick. So like the last 2 days I was like sitting here with tea and like a stuffed up nose and everything. It was so bad. But I'm getting there. I'm even avoiding my trainer at the gym. Okay. Not my trainer, but like I take I guess fitness classes, or my gym offers classes, and I take classes Tuesday through Saturday typically. And I have not been taking any of the classes. Literally anytime I see my instructor, there we go. Anytime I see the instructor I usually work with, when I see her, I'm just like, don't look at me. Because I'm just in there like, I'll just walk on the treadmill a bit and I'm out. I'm just do not have the energy to do a full like workout regimen and all of that stuff. I don't. Or to put like a full video together. So like, I hope you guys did enjoy this kind of chit chat. These types of videos aren't going to be like typical on my channel, but every once in a while I think it's fun. Just a fun little catch up, talk about other dolls that are different than what I typically do. But anyways, that is more than enough rambling for now. Again, I appreciate if you stuck around. Also, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe if you enjoy content from me. Typically different from this content, but content from me nonetheless. Also, I talked about it earlier, but if you want to see like my videos and photos of my dolls in my collection, check out my Instagram, which is his.dolls on Instagram. And other than that, I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.